All right, 31-year-old virgin. Honeymoon advice. Hey, Bill, I'm a lady listener and enjoy your advice section of your podcast the most. I have an idea for you. You should reboot the 40-year-old virgin and make it a woman. That's what you got to do. My fiance and I are both from California, just in case you think we are from the Bible Belt region. I didn't. There's a lot of virgins that are that, either through religious beliefs or maybe you got touched when you were a kid and you don't like being touched and you're a late bloomer. There's people that are asexual. There's just, there's a whole bunch of shit that could have happened. I don't judge anybody when it comes to that stuff. All right. We met 2 years ago and finally getting married by the end of this year. We both are fairly conservative, hence we've both never done it before. What is your advice for two 31-year-old virgins who will finally do it for the first time on their honeymoon? Oh, my God, this is two rookie quarterbacks facing off in week one. Have a nice day with your family. Number one, don't put any pressure on yourselves. This is both your first rodeos. I would say have fun, and you don't really have to do it the first night. If it's too much, if you're freaking out or whatever, you can stop. I would just, both of you, just talk about before you do it. This is a monumental thing for you if you waited this long. And I would just really be like fucking, the whole thing in a relationship from ground zero up is you have to be communicating. So I don't have any advice. You're going to figure it out. It's nature. You're going to figure it out. Just have fun. Enjoy yourself. If you're not enjoying yourself, just say, maybe we do it the next time or whatever. This is above my pay grade here, people. Like, I don't know what, okay? It's a beautiful thing. You guys are going to enjoy yourselves. And I think about, a week into it, you're probably both going to have a difficulty holding down a job because you're going to be wanting to bang. So congratulations to both of you. Have fun. All right. Girlfriend tried to break up with me. Hey, Bill from over the hill. Oh, man, I watch this fucking, my wife likes watching the murder shows before she goes to bed, just like that great SNL sketch. She either watches that or she watches dumb reality. So we had on this, I swear to God, a game show about reality shows. It was the stupidest fucking thing. People sit there and somebody goes will say, one of the reality show stars says something to the other cast members and they bleep out the word so you can't see what it is. And then you have to try and guess. They tell you what the word was and then you say true or false. I swear to God. I was like, I can't watch this shit. So she puts on this fucking murder show. And it's just of this beautiful, I'll fast forward through all of this shit. This beautiful girl gets killed by some fucking creep she meets online. And it turns out this creep is one of these kids who can't get fucking laid. They used to be called nerds. Now they're like Halliburton. They gave themselves a new fucking name. All right? And I don't know what their deal is. They end up getting mad at these women because they can't get laid. When I was a kid, it was called a slump. Everybody went through a slump. So if you're out there right now, the last thing you want to do is start hating women because you're just going to be turning them off. And now you're trying too hard. All right? You got to go watch Fast Times at Ridgemont High. You don't care if she comes, stays, lays, or prays. There, you got the attitude, right? You got to fucking yourself a little vibe, These fucking lunatics. This kid goes out and he kills this poor girl and then, he took video of him doing it and pictures, and these fucking assholes online were sending it to her parents. And what fucking killed me is there's no protection for the parents, and then the people that were writing mean shit, when they showed their mean tweets, they're blurring out their Twitter handles. So you're protecting the assholes and not the parents. It was one of the most heartbreaking things I've ever seen. And that's the last thing we watch, and then we go to bed. It's like, what the I just don't know. I just looked at my wife. I was like, well, that was uplifting. Yeah, I really like humanity now. Big fan of people. Girlfriend tried to break up with me. Hey, Bill, from over the hill. I was dating this girl. Everything was going well for the first few months until the red flags started to show up. It seemed everywhere we went in her hometown, she had a story how she and her ex had sex in that particular place. She told you that? Oh, Jesus, dude. I mean, you got to walk when that happens. All right. Could you be saying that to her? Hey, my last girlfriend, whose boobs were just a little bigger than yours, I bent her over that fucking rock over there. What did I say? All right. He goes on to say, I don't know about anyone else, but the last thing you want to hear on a date with your girlfriend at the local pizza joint is how she used to bang it out with old Dick and Harry on the same counter as they rolled out the dough. Yeah, when I explained this bothered me, she said how I was jealous and needed to get over myself. Yeah, this is a toxic fucking person that is hurting you and now is blaming the victim. Dude, this is like a fucking no-brainer. I don't even need to read the rest of this. I will. This is one of the easiest decisions. A few months went by, and one day she told me some lady on social media was massaging her. Messaging is what you wanted to write. Asking if we were together, but would not disclose who it was. I told her I had no clue who would do such a thing. Later, she claimed it was an old coworker of mine, but it seemed out of character for that particular person, so I didn't follow up. The next few months, I would start to receive strange messages on, is this your psycho girlfriend doing this to you? The next few months, pretending to be somebody else. The next few months, I would start to receive strange messages on social media and through text messages from girls claiming they met me on dating apps and wanted to see how I was doing. I didn't respond to any of these. Yeah, this is your psycho girl. She's got a burner phone. Jesus Christ, this is some fucking Glenn Close Fatal Attraction shit. Then one day my girlfriend once again claimed someone had messaged her on social media. This time the person claimed I was unfaithful, which started a huge fight between us where she had asked me if I had been seeing anyone while we were dating. I told her I had not, but when we initially met, I was talking to someone else, but had stopped once we started seeing each other more exclusively. She claimed this was cheating, and she had lied about someone messaging her because she wanted to prove I'm a no-good scumbag, and we broke up. Well, there you go, dude. And listen, let her think that. This is how you break up with the psycho, okay? You're a no-good scumbag. Just act like you're fighting her, but let her win. And then she leaves, change your number, change the locks, maybe change your zip code. Just get the fuck out of it. Anyways, a few days after I decided to contact my former coworker to ask if my then girlfriend had ever contacted her, she said nobody had ever messaged her. She didn't even know I was dating. By this point, I found out my ex was already in a relationship with her ex. Oh, that's great. Okay. So she just used that as a way to get it break. Wow, how fucking elaborate. This is why they got to teach kids, how to break up with people. If I was ever a junior high or a high school teacher, I would say, hey, listen, you guys are in the beginning of dating. It's great. But one of the things that I wish they told me is how to break up with somebody. And just say, listen, we need to talk. You sit down and talk and you say, listen, I'm not happy in this. Okay? I'm just not happy. I like you, but I don't like you enough to keep going. And you just get that information out there. And then they cry and they flip out and blah, 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 blah. But you don't back down from how you feel. And then that's it. I'm not happy. And you just get the fuck out of it. You get out of it. Instead of having to create phony accounts. Anyway, by this point, I found out my ex was already in a relationship with her ex. She would always brag about banging in all these locations. Yeah. Yeah. So she probably cheated on you, and this fucking guy probably cheated on her, and he'll cheat on her again. But guess what? You're out of it. You've been extracted from the situation like an undercover cop who, they're getting too close and they have to pull you off the fucking case. You're out. You're out. Anyway, He goes, I think it's safe to say she made up contacting my former coworker. Absolutely. And I also believe she had been the one contacting me from the strange number and social media accounts. Absolutely. What do you think, Bill? Was she behind all of this in an effort to end the relationship? Yes, and she's batshit crazy. Okay? And she's going to go back to that fucking other dude that the only reason why he's banging her is because she's batshit crazy and is fucking wild in the rack. Okay? But neither you or him want to have kids until with anything like that, until that thing figures out what the fuck it is. All right? That's a wild animal. Okay? You ever see when they get an animal in a fucking trap, right? And they fix it, and then they try to set it free, and it fucking jumps out of the cage and then jumps into the cab and starts scratching up the driver or the fucking doctor that helped. That's what the fuck you had. Let that thing run into the forest. That is it. And I'll tell you, wherever you met that woman, do not meet your next girlfriend there. You're going to need to start fishing in a different pond. Oh, man. Fucking psycho. You dodged a bullet. You dodged a bullet. Anybody that ends up with that, if she stays where she is and doesn't grow as a person or figure out what the fuck is wrong with her, dude, I mean, dude, you will hold in like nuclear waste in your fucking hand, and this other guy's carrying it now. Good for him. Have fun.